Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bristol Motor Speedway for the 10th race in the 2021 NRSL Jerky Pro Truck Series. We're gearing up for 75 laps of action here under the lights to see who will win the final short track race in the 5-race short track stretch. Logan York is on the pole for tonight's race. I am without my man Vince Freeze. Vince busy this weekend. Myself recovering from wisdom tooth extraction on the right side of the face. About a week ago it got done. It's been 8 days now. Feeling pretty good. Still a little swollen, so I'm going to just kind of take it easy here tonight. But gearing up for this race. So Logan York on pole, Gatlin Downey to his outside, James Ellison and Quinton Moore in row 2. Ellison coming so close to that win at Martinsville a week ago. Well, not really close. He got wrecked on the whole pit road shenanigan thing. But Ellison looking really good on these shorties. Don't count him out here tonight at Bristol. Sam Young, Nico Tringali in row 3. Nico Tringali sharing this truck with Nate Rogers, as Nate Rogers has won 2 races in this truck through four starts, while in Tringali's 5 starts, Tringali has yet to get a top 5. Row 4, Lucas Catano and points leader, or no longer points leader, Max Anderson. Max Anderson losing the points lead to Audra Baranowskis after Martinsville. We'll get more on that in a minute. And in row 5, Deanna Jones and Joshua Teppensaw. As I almost said, the driver who drove this in 2020, which was Benjamin Ice. Benjamin Ice now in the 17 truck. So we'll go through the rest of your starting grid. There's Benjamin Ice. Baranowskis takes the points lead with her first win of 2021 there at Martinsville. It was her 5th career victory in Jerky Pro competition. As you see, Baranowskis, Friesen, and Henry Sanford all with poor qualifying runs. Same with Zach Rogers. So they will have some work to do here tonight. Baranowskis has a 6-point lead over Gatlin Downey, who retains second in the points. Max Anderson falling down to third is 8 points back. Remember, Jerky Pro Truck Series this season, it's a season-long championship, 21-race season. Digital Storm Cup Series has a 10-race playoff with its own little unique spin there. Henry Sanford up to 4th in the points, 44 points back of Baranowskis. Ellison down to 5th, 45 points back. Zach Rogers 6th, 46 points back. As this would be where the command would be given if we weren't in replay mode here. Already ran the race a week ago, but yeah, gonna give it all my tonight. Jeez, yeah, I can't talk. It's been a minute. I got that rust because of the face injury or surgery. Jonathan Wong 7th in the points, 59 back. Donovan Cage 71 back. Yayo Carrillo 72 back, and Colt Hudson jumped into the top 10, 93 points back. Ironic rather, because he drives the 93 machine. So I guess it's going to turn out to maybe be a bit of a funny commentary here tonight because I am shaking off the rust. Hopefully my commentary for the Digital Storm race turns out better. But Logan York, your 2019 Jerky Pro champ, will lead him to the green flag. Green flag is out, and we are underway for 75 laps of caution-free racing. Now, originally, we were going to go to a different version of Bristol Motor Speedway, but after 3 laps there, the whole field was crashed out, so here we are using this version instead. Logan York in the lead as they are 3 wide for 3rd. That's Sam Young. Ooh, touching Allison Rain. Oh, and he's going to turn her right into Deanna Jones. Oh, it's a mess. Max Anderson's involved. Josiah Robinson. And it looks like Quinton Moore, I don't know why I said Allison Rain. Oh, look out, look out, look out. Oh, Carrillo got a piece of him. That was Quinton Moore. See, I already goofed. Ellison on the apron. Now racing with Lucas Catano for 2nd place. Okay. We will look at all accidents after the race is over in depth. But yeah, I'm thinking of Allison Rain because the Richmond race just premiered today, and Rain was in the 77 for Richmond, and now here I am talking about somebody who's not even in the truck. As Gatlin Downey will challenge Catano for 3rd. Now, you can make the top side work here, but it is very difficult to do. And Downey will take third with ease. So Sam Young doesn't lose much there. He's still in fifth. Tringali sixth. Will Parrish, what a run in seventh. Daniel Bouchard in eighth. Gene Sanford ninth and Laura Chung 10th, man. The rookies, I tell you what, on the short tracks, they really can come out here to play. So Robinson and Quinton Moore on pit road after that incident. So right now, Logan York is just trying to inch away from James Ellison as they are the fastest competitors on track. Nico Tringali, Donovan Cage, and Benjamin Ice, I believe, next up, as Downey just ran a 15.578. The tires take a little while to start cliffing here, but it looks like they're about to hit that cliff 9 laps in. And Ellison's starting to close the gap as he just ran the fastest lap of the race, a 15.547. So, oh man, don't look now, but James Ellison, he wants that first win of 2021. See Ellison running a bit of a higher line there, trying to make something work. Let's go through the field. We went through the top 10 already. Dylan Ibrahimium in 11th place. And you got Benjamin Ice, Patrick Smith, Mitchell Collins, Christian Vargas. By the way, Christian Vargas, Will Parrish, Stephen Colon, and Logan Williams all missed the race for Digital Storm Cup. You see Roy Ribbleton, Colton Schwartz, Nicholas Jawit, Brad Lewis. Zach Rogers has made it up to 20th after qualifying at the back. There's Stephen Colon. Henry Sanford up from 42nd to 22nd. What a run for him right now. Jack James. You see Max Anderson falling down to 24th place. Jonathan Wong, Yael Carrillo, Donovan Cage, Owen Miles. Carter Friesen up into the top 30. There's Enzo Nareza. Zachary DeLello, Vince Freeze, RJ Bishop, Derek Hamill. Baran Auskus hasn't really been able to make any grounds forward. Bradley Ream, Colt Hudson, Logan Williams, Joshua Teppensaw, and Deanna Jones. As it appears, the 52 and the 77 have retired from the race. One other disadvantage of recording here in replay mode is if I did not write down any notes about failures, I will not be able to recall what those failures were because it has been a week and I can't pop it up. Anyway, back to commentary mode. It looks like Gatlin Downey is running about the same lap times as the top two. Fuel window is about halfway for the Jerky Pro trucks. Lap 37 to 40. Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon will be 100 laps of action. That race will be right around halfway for that pit stop, as Tringali, right on the back bumper of the truck he drove, split with Nate Rogers last year. What a night for Lucas Catano. Coming into this race, Catano 15th in the points with 2 top 10s on the season. He jumped up from 19th in the points after Martinsville. Speaking of drivers jumping up in the point standings, Carter Friesen gained 12 spots in the points, as it looks like Colt Hudson has an issue. That's a tough break for the 93. But, so Friesen gained 12 spots in the points with a top 5, up from 34th to 22nd. Bradley Ream jumped up from 30th to 24th. Nicholas Jawit up from 44th to 38th, and Will Parrish up from 45th to 40th. It's right now the bottom 5 drivers out of the full-timers in order from 5th lowest to lowest. It goes Nicholas Jawit, Joshua Teppensaw, Will Parrish, Mitchell Collins, and Roy Ribbleton. Interesting statistic out of those 5 drivers, all but Teppensaw have a top 10 on the season. Oh, as Deanna Jones just got turned. I'm not sure if Logan York had something to do with that, but York gets in the wall, and Ellison takes the lead. Wow, what a turn of events here. And York's going to fall to third behind Gatlin Downey. Downey's still looking for his first career Jerky Pro Truck Series victory. As it looks like there might have been some more carnage up ahead. It looks like Brad Lewis was involved in something. He was running top 20 earlier, and he is coming straight to pit road. Carter, Colt Hudson, and Christian Vargas just went straight into the pit wall. And that looked violent. Meanwhile, update on the top 10. Chung up to 9th. Gene Sanford down to 10th. As Gatlin Downey is going to go to the inside of James Ellison and look for the race lead. And they've got a pack of trucks in front of them. Ellison holds off. Downey will aisle back in line. Logan York now looking for second. As Ellison will move to the inside of RJ Bishop. Bristol definitely the, I'd say, fastest short track we go to. Bristol paved here and then Bristol dirt configuration later in the year. As next week we actually head to one of 3 dirt tracks on the Jerky Pro schedule in the form of the Springfield Mile. Now that race was crazy last year and we do have cautions on for that track since it is a mile in length. As Nico Tringali is going to take away 4th place from Lucas Catano. As we mentioned, Tringali hasn't won yet this year in Jerky Pro. Nate Rogers, his teammate, has won 2 races. On top of that, neither driver has won in Digital Storm yet this year. Ellison looking for that first win of 2021. First win of 2020 came here on the dirt version last year. Would be his 3rd career win if he can get it done. Downey, though, looking for that race lead. He wants career win number 1. Logan York looking for what would be career win number 3 and his first since his 2019 championship run. And man, look at this. Ellison is making the topside work. I think this is the first time all night we have seen somebody make the outside line work. As Benjamin Ice has popped inside the top 10 over Gene Sanford. As Gene has fallen to 11th. We are in the window. It is lap 38 of 75. The fall off is only about a second, so undercutting not going to gain you a whole lot here, but pitting on an empty pit road, that will gain you a ton of time. So we all know how short tracks be acting with the pit lane stuff. Downey inching ahead. Ellison still won't give up. And right now, the later they choose to pit, whoever pits first would be looking pretty dang good. Man, Downey just can't clear him. Ellison, Downey pulls on exit, and then Ellison just gets so much on the top side, and they're reacting to a crash up ahead. Downey clips the apron and gives the lead away to James Ellison as Benjamin Ice is on pit road, and I think Carrillo might have been involved in that because he was just lapped earlier. As Nico Tringali, Lucas Catano will pit. Sam Young, Danny Bouchard, Laura Chung, all coming down. Zach Rogers, Carter Friesen, Baranauskas. Ellison will make a late dive. Seeing Gatlin Downey come to pit road. Anyone staying out? Yes, indeed. The 8 of Gene Sanford stayed out. Nope, that's the 9. Oh, no, it wasn't the 8. It was the 87. Henry will come into pit road. I'm not certain if anyone else stayed out. I believe that was it. Jack James is without a hood. Tringali will come out of pit road. He is the provisional leader right now. And there's James Ellison, and there goes teammate Nico Tringali. Lap down truck Stephen Colon will come out in front of James Ellison. As Lucas Catano finds himself up to third. Gene Sanford up to fourth. Ooh, Jonathan Wong going to get in her way. Laura Chung's up to fifth. Parrish sixth. Patrick Smith seventh. Collins in eighth. Downey down to ninth. Logan York down to 10th. As Baranowskis finds herself 26th, a lap down. Well, let's go through the running order again. Roy Rippleton 11th. Sam Young 12th. Max Anderson lap down 27th. Ibrahimian 13th. Zach Rogers 14th. Donovan Cage 15th. Yael Carrillo is 2 laps down. LP is 1 lap down. Bouchard fell to 16th place. Henry Sanford 31st. Enzo Nareza up to 17th. Vince Freese 18th. Brad Lewis rebounding back up to 19th. Though he pit earlier for damage, so I'm not sure if he can make it from here. Owen Miles, Jack James still lead lap. Carter Friesen 22nd. Hamill is the last truck on the lead lap, as Tringali has run the fastest lap of the race, a 15.475. Hitting the start-finish line there will be 25 laps to go. Ellison has 3 lap down trucks between him and Nico Tringali. So far, that is holding him up. He's down to 2.5 seconds back, staying out a lap. Not working out for him right now. Gene Sanford has made it up to third. Laura Trunk, Patrick Smith fourth. Where in the world did Lucas Catano go? He has fallen down to 8th. Oh, man. And Logan York is about to lose a top 10 position to Roy Ribbleton. Ribbleton would be looking for his second top 10 on the season. And Ribbleton will take away the position. How about Zach Rogers after where he started tonight? He's going to take 12th place away from Sam Young. Talk about the championship battle. Everyone's chasing Baranowskis now. Baranowskis is running in 26th place. Max Anderson 27th. And then Gatlin Downey is right ahead of Rogers in 9th. Ellison in 2nd is looking to gain the most points out of everybody in the top 5 in the standings, as Henry Sanford currently runs in 30th. So Henry would be the one driver losing points to everyone, as Jonathan Wong also looking pretty poor, as he is 2 laps down in 37th. As it looks like Hudson, Vargas, and Ice have also retired from the race tonight. Don't look now, but James Ellison is closing the gap. Zach Rogers has made it up to 11th. Catano back up to 7th. Tringali finds himself in heavy traffic. DeLello just took 20th away from Owen Miles. Carter Friesen looking to take 21st away. Friesen still having a pretty poor season, which is crazy because he starts up at the front almost every week. Tonight, though, not his night in qualifying. But Friesen trying to make his way up the point standings to get back into that 2020 form we saw in the regular season. Tringali's lead has fallen to right at a second and a half with 13 laps to go. Ellison will get by Jack James. He got by Logan Williams as well. Now there's Teppensaw, Stephen Cologne, and another truck of Owen Miles to get through. Ellison's right there. He's just got 3 trucks in his way. Ooh, and they're going to go side by side, GMS teammates. And that is for position. Cologne coming into this race 19th in the point standings. He is the 3rd highest rookie. Owen Miles came in as the highest rookie, 12th in the points. Deanna Jones 18th, Cologne 19th, Chung 20th. And of course Chung with the win at Daytona. So far the only rookie win in the Jerky Pro Truck Series this season. The lead is down to under a second. But Tringali's got some space again. No one to really worry about out front. As we hit 8 to go. And the lead is back up to a second. And now James Ellison is stuck behind 2 lap trucks. Brad Lewis and Joshua Teppensaw. And it looks like Brad Lewis might have gone back down pit road. He has fallen to 37th. And he is fighting back on that top side in the corner. He appears to have some kind of damage on the straightaways. He's very minimal, maybe not at all. Maybe he's just getting his stuff warmed up. But this is costing Ellison. The lead is back up to 2 seconds now. And I hate to say it, but I think unless something crazy happens, I think Tringali hits his marks here, and he's got this in the bag. But 5 laps to go. Anything can happen on the short tracks. We just saw it at Richmond 2 weeks ago, and we had crazy hectic Martinsville last week. But Ellison has to do something to get by. We haven't had an incident since before pit stops, to my recollection. The fastest lap on the race will go to Tringali. Ellison, though, right here just kind of has to play it smart because his teammate is not going for the championship. He is. He's the highest championship running truck now. He's going to take it 3 wide on Teppensaw and Brad Lewis. And I guess he's had enough because he's going to dump the 78 up the track. Oh, and Baranauskas got involved. The points leader had nowhere to go. Donovan Cage is involved. RJ Bishop. Oh, DeLello, Carter Friesen get in it. Tringali will make it through. Tringali will make it through and take the white flag. He's still on the apron. There was some minor contact made off of turn 2 between Teppensaw and Ellison. And then Ellison dumped him going into turn 3 as Tringali will get his first NRSL Jerky Pro Truck Series win of 2021. And I believe that is also Tringali's first career Jerky Pro win. And that is correct. First career win for Nico Tringali here. Top 10 rundown. James Ellison 2nd. Gene Sanford 3rd. Patrick Smith 4th. Will Parrish 5th as the footage stopped there. Laura Trunks 6th. Lucas Catano 7th. Gatlin Downey 8th. Zach Rogers 9th. And Logan York rounds out the top 10. As I will take screenshots of the export and post those in the race results so everyone can see where they finished. But let's go to some race replays. All right, so this was the first one with Quinton Moore, not Allison Rain. And from what we just saw at the finish, 3 wide on this track is just not a good idea. So you see right there, Sam Young comes up off the corner, just straight up gets into Quinton Moore's quarter panel, and then it's just on from there. Quinton never loses traction and accelerates into the inside wall. And then right here, he locks it up. Nowhere for Deanna Jones to go. Josiah Robinson, Max Anderson, Teppensaw, Jack James, Brad Lewis, Donovan Cage slams the brakes. Vince Freeze slams the brakes. A ton of trucks make it through. On the bottom of Zach Rogers got clipped. Henry Sanford's going to get clipped once and then twice, sending Teppensaw around. A bunch of other people just slammed the brakes. And then, please game, don't crash. If you wait a little bit here, Gael Carrillo will come in, running 7th at the time, and he makes a last-second decision to move to the top of the track, and he just misjudges and clips the 77 at the last second. This happened on lap 18 between Logan Williams, Bradley Ream, and Yael Carrillo. Ream slides up into Carrillo, then comes back down into Logan Williams. It sends Logan Williams down the track into the inside wall. Slams the wall, slaps the wall. Then he wants to come back up on track. Now he's still accelerating here. This is where you should be on the brakes. And he's going to come up right into Teppensaw. And that's where he loses grip, spins around. Right in front of the leaders, Colt Hudson gets tagged. And that sends Hudson up into the outside wall. Then, oh baby, Lucas Catano slices through there. And everybody goes on their merry little way. So I believe that was it for the lap, yes. A couple of laps later, Deanna Jones, RJ Bishop racing for 37th of all things, right in front of the leaders. That clips Deanna down the track. Just can't keep it off the wall. Her car bounces off the wall and goes for a spin. Deanna manages to get it mostly slowed down as it comes right back up on the banking. Let's see, does anybody get into Deanna here? Nope, clear there. Ooh, Sam Young's gonna get sliced right there. Ooh, and Will Parrish came really close. But Deanna made it out decent. Very next lap, or 2 laps later rather, Brad Lewis gets stuck in the middle here, 3 wide with Deanna Jones and Roy Ribbleton, running 16th place at the time. And Ribbleton just comes up off the corner, just like the thing with Quinton Moore and Sam Young. Now, they saved it right there, but then Ribbleton's trying to arc for the corner, and he misjudges this, and he's just going to hook Brad Lewis around. Zach Rogers with a front row seat to that. Brad Lewis bangs the back bumper off. Oh, that's where Jack James got more of his damage, and then Christian Vargas got collected. Lewis would continue. But then, so Vargas... Let's hope my game don't crash again. Vargas goes to continue. He goes to come into pit road. While Colt Hudson is coming out. Now, guys, you have to go all the way around. You can't just go into whatever, or come out of whichever lane you're in. And the two make contact. Bang once. And then Hudson just can't get over in time, and boom! Heavy contact for the both of them. And that ended their nights. Let's go on board with Colt Hudson. On board the 93 of Colt Hudson. Oh, he just sped it up right into the wall. Found out what happened to Benjamin Ice. This was on lap 40, shortly before pit stops. Ice running in 10th. Lap down truck Jack James on fresh tires from pitting for damage. He's just going to get into him. Oh, and Ice just goes straight down into the inside wall, and that truck got killed on impact. See, did Ice come back up the banking at all? No, I think this truck stops beforehand. Indeed it did. That is a tough break for Benjamin Ice, who came into this thing 16th in the point standings, looking for what would have been his 4th top 10 on the season. Oh, here's the one I think a lot of people have wanted another look at here on 2 laps to go. Not sure if Teppensaw just slid up or if Ellison stuck the nose in before corner entry. Well, let's see how this one happened. We've seen 2 of these already. So Ellison comes up off the corner there, gets into him there. They wiggle off, and then Ellison, I guess, I don't know if he's trying to get back behind them, but he's not clear. He's just going to barely clip Teppensaw. Spins him around. And now I know Ellison didn't mean to do this to try and take out his championship competition, but championship implications as Audra Baranowskis has nowhere to go. And Lucas Catano has to slam the brakes to miss this. Mitchell Collins gets into the 21. He had nowhere to go. Ribbleton slows down. I don't know if he lost the top 10 out of this. I think he did. Donovan Cage, RJ Bishop, Bouchard, Sam Young all slamming the brakes. As I think everyone else is going to get through this. Oh no, wait, Zachary DeLello, that's right. DeLello comes in here last second with Carter Friesen and gets into it. Not what Friesen needed at all. He was going to gain some spots out of this. Now I believe this was the point where things were all said and done. As there you see Tringali racing by. So Tringali, your race winner tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. And Springfield next week will technically be the halfway mark of the season, because it is a 21 race season. And yeah, so Springfield in a week will be the 90th race in Jerky Pro Truck Series history. So I look forward to seeing you guys with Vince Freeze back in the booth. That is the track Vince debuted at in 2020. So I will see you guys for Springfield. But first, Digital Storm Cup Series at Bristol tomorrow afternoon. Be there or be square, because this track is not square.